What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all 10 of the Harry Potter slash Fantastic Beasts films. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and the post notifications bell so you never miss any upcoming videos, and let's get started. So, Harry Potter is by far my favorite franchise of all time, and I love all these movies. Of course, some of them I love more than others, but there's no movie in no Harry Potter film um, that I dislike. I like all of them, but some of them are a little tough to get through, but I enjoy all of them. So let's start. So coming in last place is going to be Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. This one is definitely different than the others. This one has to me, it was kind of dull. Um, I love the opening scene and the final battle, but some of the stuff in between, some of the characters weren't really all that likable, and I didn't really care about most of them. And number 10 is The Crimes of Grindelwald. So coming in at number 9 is going to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, this film I absolutely love because the basilisk is one of the scariest monsters in Harry Potter, and the scene with the spiders, I love all of it. The only reason this one comes in at ninth place is because some of the stuff is kind of boring. I mean, it's not so boring. It's not that boring, but it's it's very long, and I some scenes, in my opinion, should be cut out of the film because it just goes to show you that some books don't translate well to film. Which this book translated well to film, but they should have taken out some stuff from the book and just not put it in the movie. That would have been a little bit better, in my opinion. So Chamber of Secrets comes in at number 9. Number 8 is going to be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now, this film is one of the reasons why. Well, this film just made the sequel even better, because if you think about it, this would have been one movie, so this would have been basically a 4-hour film, and to me, I would have been fine with that since I love Harry Potter. A lot of people wouldn't have been fine, but I mean, for 4 hours, I mean, for me, I love movies, so I can sit down for 4 hours. But I understand why she split it into two movies, but to be honest, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is fun, it's exciting. Obviously not as good as the ones above, but it's better than the two below. So number 7 is going to have to be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, this film, I absolutely love the final battle in this film. Just some scenes felt a little boring, especially the scenes where they're just walking around the castle. Those scenes, I didn't really think they needed to be in the film. This should have been cut down to about a 2-hour, 5-minute movie. But to be honest, it didn't really make a difference for me. Coming in at number 6 is going to surprise a lot of you because this one is most likely your favorite or one of your favorites. This is one of my favorites. As I said, I love all the Harry Potter films, but this one is going to have to come in at number 6, and number 6 is going to have to be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, don't get me wrong. This film is definitely one of the better crafted Harry Potter films. Well, they just got better as they progressed in terms of the cinematography. But Prisoner of Azkaban is definitely one of the most rewatchable Harry Potter films, especially with the werewolves, with Snape finally showing his care for the children. I just loved everything in this film. The only reason it comes in at number 6 is, of course, I love the ones above it more, but um, I didn't see this one as I saw the others. I saw this one a little late, and this one I could watch this. I gave it an A in my review, but this is just where it comes in on my ranking. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Now, this film I absolutely love. The Triwizard Tournament setting is magnificent. I love how they made this Harry Potter film. This is probably one of the most um, one of the Harry. This is definitely the Harry Potter film that doesn't feel like a Harry Potter film. I know you have Voldemort appearing, which I loved. I know you have the awesome battle between Harry Potter and Voldemort, but the um, the Triwizard Tournament in this film is by far one of my favorite settings out of the entire Harry Potter universe. And to be honest, this is one of the most enjoyable Harry Potter films, in my opinion. I mean, it is 2.5 hours, but for me, it didn't really matter all that much. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, this film I absolutely love. I didn't see this when it first came out because I wasn't that big of a Harry Potter fan in 2016. Liked Harry Potter, but I wasn't like huge Harry Potter fan, so I never saw it in the theater. And then when I was watching, before I watched Crimes of Grindelwald, um, I had bought the DVD like probably like 3 years ago, and then I think in September they had a Harry Potter week in XD at Cinemark, so I watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And that film was absolutely magnificent. It was funny, it was action packed, the story was phenomenal. I just loved the setting of New York in 1926. It was just fantastic. I loved the film. Coming in third place is going to be Harry Potter and the Half Blood Prince. Now, this film is one of my favorites because you have Snape who kills Dumbledore, but he doesn't do it out of like he didn't want to kill him, but Dumbledore said he had to in order for Harry to defeat Voldemort. So I just loved how it all played out in the film. Of course, you have the one of the most iconic characters. What's his name? The teacher Slughorn, Professor Slughorn, which he's fantastic in the film. His party scene, the scene where they're at his party, is by far one of my favorite scenes in the film. And this is just an overall great film. I know people complain about the lighting and it's too dark and all that stuff, but I to be honest, if the story's good, the characters are good, the action's good, I'm perfectly fine. I don't care how the lighting is. It didn't really bother me. So Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now this is just mind blowing how they made this film in 2001. This is probably one of the most magical films of all time, and this is definitely, I will rewatch this a million times because I think this one was one of the first films that I've seen, and I love the twist reveals, I love the characters, I love everything in this film. So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone comes in at number 2. But coming in at number 1, there's going to have to be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, I've never seen any of the Harry Potter films in the theaters. I wish I did, but I wasn't into Harry Potter from 2011 and before. I was never into Harry Potter. But Deathly Hallows Part 2, I kind of wish I saw in the theater because it was just fantastic. The character moments, the action sequences, the villain, everything was fantastic in the film. Um, this film didn't feel like a 2 hour film. It felt like not a quick film, but it was packed with like this. It was just action packed, character packed. It was everything you could ever want from a Harry Potter film in one film. That's why this film is definitely, um, well, I mean, I guess it's crowded, but it has enough. The 2 hour and 10 minute runtime gives it enough time to space out, and you can get to understand what's happening in each scene, understand a little more about the characters, which I loved about this film. So that's why Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 comes in at number 1. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, to the post notifications bell so you never miss any upcoming videos. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.